What's up, world? It's your boy Black Dave, and we're gonna dig into the details of my latest song, Appreciate It.
Those who have laid eyes on a Gundam shall not live to tell.
Appreciate It came out as part of a 2-pack of songs that I did for an NFT drop that I call blackdave.io. This is the second drop. I brought 2 songs. Appreciate It is the more lyrical of the two, in an effort to show that I can rap and do whatever other regular thing I do too. So I approached this song a little bit differently than I approach most of them. On the production side, this song isn't much at all. I found a song from the soundtrack to the 1979 movie called The Visitor, and just looped it up and sort of rearranged it so that I could rap over it. And that's really how the song came to be. I'm super into the no added drums thing right now, even though I'm not what you would consider a lyrical rapper. And I know that's something that they normally do, but I'm hoping to find some cool ways to take advantage of that in the future. We'll see. Part of the reason I made this song in accompaniment with the other one, Kaoken 10, is because I'm auctioning off an NFT token that you can claim in the future to get a rap verse from me. So what I did was I made an upbeat song and then I made a lyrical song. And when you compare the two or look at the two together, you can see that I'm able to sort of do a range of music. And so that was sort of my strategy behind releasing that NFT and these songs with the NFT. The way the lyrics start on Appreciate It is,
got a big blade and I'm looking like Ichigo. Got a bad thing and she looking like Fujiko. Looking like Michiko. Run the streets with Hachi. See him try to bite the black comment like some Pocky.
And you know, I have this persona that I haven't fully approached yet called Young Swordsman, where I carry a big sword and I guess I defeat enemies. You know, hit me up if you want to make that anime. We could talk about the details. And so that's the first line. You know, Ichigo from Bleach also carries a really big sword. Granted, you know, the final form of his sword is actually a lot smaller. He carries a very large sword throughout most of the show. Next line I say, got a bad thing, she looked like Fujiko, looking like Michiko. You know, Fujiko from Lupin the Third was initially modeled after Bond girls. So she's designed to be like that hot girl, other side to Lupin, who's a thief if you haven't watched the anime. And then Michiko is Michiko Milagro. Michiko Milagro, that's a lot of words. From Michiko and Hachi. And so I say, looking like Michiko, run the streets with Hachi because they run together in the show. Granted, Hachi is a child. And I say, see him try to bite the black comment like Senpaki because, you know, I like to think I'm pretty original. I don't think a lot of people are copying me yet, but the time's gonna come. So be ready for that. Next set of lines for the song is,
niggas gotta keep a stick on them like some hockey. This a lifestyle, motherfucker, not a hobby. Black Dave steady spitting facts, but never copy.
You know, first of all, it's always good to have a sticks line, right? So in this anime, and this is another anime reference, which is actually kind of crazy. So there's an anime called Magical Girl Sight, and they all have these special wands that have these powers, and they call the wands sticks as opposed to wands, and referencing the magic. So that was kind of like the tie to that, as opposed to like actually carrying guns. I'm truly not about that life. And then I say this is a lifestyle. You know, everything I do, I try to focus around the same sorts of points. And so I think about what I do as a lifestyle and not like something I dabble in on the side. And, you know, I spit facts and I don't copy. I try to be original if I can. So yeah, the next set of lines go,
hopping in the Gundam on attack, it's never sloppy. King of the hill, but it's never damn it Bobby. King of the hill, and I run the house like Pecky. Looking like I'm Troy Barton, arms is never heavy.
With that set of lines, it sort of just continues down my path of greatness, of course. But I say hopping in the Gundam on attack. If you go to like any of my social media profiles, it says aspiring Gundam pilot, and I hope to one day be able to actually, figure out how to build something and do a collaboration with them or something like that. I think that would be really, really cool. I think I could offer something interesting. One of my nicknames is the Black Comet, which is a Gundam reference, and in that last bar in this section too, I say, looking like I'm Troy Barton, arms is never heavy. And Troy Barton from Gundam Wing flies the Gundam Heavy arms. So it's kind of a spin on that. And, I'm a huge Gundam fan. And I know Gundam Wing isn't part of the main timeline of Gundam, but it's still such a classic. So if you haven't watched it, you should definitely check it out. I know I also have a King of the Hill reference in there. And, I say King of the Hill, but it's never, damn it, Bobby, King of the Hill. And I run the house like Peggy. And low-key Peggy runs King of the Hill's house, right? Like, I tweeted the other day that Peggy actually kicked someone's ass before Hank did. I don't think Hank ever did in the show, but Peggy actually did. I think she punched somebody. So, yeah. The set of lines to end out this first verse goes,
endless in this waltz, and I'm fighting for the earth. Young Black Dave, real nigga since birth. And I don't need a MetaMask to show him what I'm worth. Ha!
With that set of lines, I'm finishing off the Troy Barton Gundam sort of setup. The film that's the sequel to the show is called Gundam Wing Endless Waltz. It's a beautiful, beautiful movie. You should check it out once again. The first Gundam model I built was actually from Endless Waltz. My mom had gotten me the Wing Zero Custom with the angel wings. So it was probably a little tough for my first Gundam, but I built it. Don't ask me where it's at today. I wish I still had it, but it'd be like that. And then the last line, I don't need a MetaMask to show them what I'm worth. If you were, especially in NFTs, but into crypto, there's what we call hot wallets, and these wallets hold our crypto for us. But one thing about these wallets is that they're public, that anyone can see what's in them. And so, you can see how much money or how much currency someone has in their wallet. And so I use that to say, like, you don't have to look into my wallet to see what I'm actually worth as an individual in the world, in NFTs, etc., etc.
Ha! Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ah!
On the production, after the first verse and between the second verse, I just let it play out. I initially was going to try to hunt for a sample to use, and a couple people had told me that I should try to do that, but I don't know if I ran out of time or if I just was like, oh, fuck it, I'm done or what. But yeah, so I sort of bridged it, and there's just a couple of yeahs in there. I've been watching a lot of the Sweetie vlogs, and her catchphrase, I know that's right. I really wanted to say that in there, but I just never got back on the mic after I recorded the initial version. But yeah, also I'm struggling to find a really good I know that's right GIF. So if you got one, shoot it over to me because I need a couple, at least two. Thank you. The beginning of the second verse goes,
hoes on my dick like I work at a host club. Black Beetlejuice, I'm the ghost with the most up. Black Comet coming around the corner like a poster. Lay up on your bitch coming straight off the poster.
I said earlier about the Black Comet thing. So that's one of my nicknames as a rapper. And so I talk about coming around the corner, probably with a beam rifle, preferably. And then the next line, lay up on your bitch coming straight off the post up, is kind of like a double. So, it's like just a play on getting with your girl, but also a play on, me coming with a nice layup because I can't quite dunk. I can grab the rim, but not with a ball. So, not about that life. Your boy needs to get back on his fitness. I'll let you know when I can dunk. I'll post a video as soon as I learn how to dunk. Please believe it. I start that line out with hoes on my dick like I work at a host club. And for everyone who doesn't know what a host club is, it's essentially like a bar, an establishment where people will go and they have hosts, which are normally men, who entertain women. And the entertainment's normally through like drinks and like conversation and attention, etc., etc. So that's kind of like the setup of that. And then, of course, the next line's Black Beetlejuice, I'm the ghost with the most, and Black Beetlejuice is the ghostest with the mostest. So I had to drop something as a shout out to my dog. I mean, you know, it's Beetlejuice. The next 7 lines goes,
turn off the anime, you scaring all the hoes, bruh. They about to go ghost, looking like Hanako. Young black king, looking like Yu-Gi-Moto.
turn off the anime, you scaring all the hoes is like a meme. Like, it's always like, oh, turn off the blank, you're scaring all the hoes. And so normally it's about music, but I put this one about anime, and I'm sure it's out there. I'm sure someone's like, no, you copied me, whatever. I don't care. And so that's that sort of setup. And then they're about to go ghost, looking like Hanako. If you aren't familiar with this recent anime called Toilet Bound Hanako-kun, it's a story about this girl who makes a friend who's the ghost of the bathroom at the school she goes to. So Hanako, the ghost. Young black king looking like Yu-Gi-Moto. You know, Yugi doesn't really look like a black character, but you know, when he goes into his form, it's like Egyptian based, and there are actually a ton of Egyptian people who are similarly complexioned to Yugi. So what I did was I sort of took a jab at it, and also you know, referenced that African energy there. And so Young Black King looking like Yu-Gi-Moto. From here, I switched the flow up just to, you know, keep the song interesting. And the way that section starts is,
flames like Natsu, not you. Black comet beam saber, that's how I got through. Cutting through these bots like Ikaku. And if you heard about me, I can guarantee it's not true. About time I stop you.
And so, you know, the Natsu bars, easy. You know, Natsu, of course, being a flame magician, you know, having a dragon as his teacher. The Natsu bars are simple. I've done a million of them. Don't judge me. It's an easy alley. You know what I'm saying? Like, Natsu, fire, boom. And then, of course, I was talking earlier about the Black Comet concept and all the Gundam and stuff like that. So, you know, my Gundam, the Black Comet, beam saber, that's how I got through, cutting through these bots. You know, so it's kind of like a visual setup where you can see my Gundam coming through, cutting through bots, you know, with the beam saber. And I say like Ikaku, who's also from Bleach. Ikaku uses like a weapon that I wouldn't say is a spear. It's more like I think it's called a naginata, if I'm thinking about the Shido blade correctly, where it's like or like a halberd kind of vibe, maybe. I feel like it's too small to be a halberd though, but something like that. Yeah, so he uses it to cut through things, and so do I. And then the next line's, if you heard about me, I can guarantee it's not true. And there are a ton of people who've heard about me before they met me, and then when they meet me, they're like, wow, you're nothing like I thought. And it's always so funny because, like, people, like, really, I don't know what people say about me when I'm not around, but it's really funny how people feel about me until they meet me, and they're like, wow, you're totally different than I thought. So if you heard about me, I can guarantee it's not true. Then, you know, I go, about time I stop you, and it continues.
Stop sign, I got time. Niggas try to take what I got like it's not mine. Better get offline, better be on time. Not talking CP, heard your little CD, you can't see me.
About time I stop you, stop sign. So I kind of flip that so I can hit the new rhyme. And I say, I got time, I'm at a stop sign. Niggas try to take what I got like it's not mine. It's kind of like this affirmation that's like, that pretty much says, anything that you know is destined to be yours is already yours, and so you should live as such. And so that's why I say that, like, you know, people who come for whatever is going to be mine in the future, like, you can't have it because it's already mine, you know, like. So that was the energy with that. And then better be on time. And when I'm talking about being on time, I say not talking CP, and CP is colored people time, which references always being late, how black people are always late to things. And so that's sort of that, like, be on time. I'm not talking CP time, I'm talking fucking regular time. Heard your little CD, you can't see me, which means, you know, I've listened to a lot of other people's music, especially like in the NFT space and in the anime, like, rap space. And, you know, I think I'm making some of the best, most interesting, most unique music in both of those spaces. So I say, you can't see me, after I heard your little CD, and I go,
Believe me, call me Black Dave, I'm not your BD. You said fuck 12, but in trouble called the PD.
Keep it dragging with me. You can call me Khaleesi. And with that, I just keep going about things you may have heard about me. And then I think my favorite line there is in this whole song is you said fuck 12, but in trouble called the PD. And that's like a reference to people who were like, oh, fuck the cops, like, defund the police, etc., etc. But the first time anything happens, they're the first to call the police, and try to get that help and whatever. And, for me, like, I don't think I've ever called the police and they actually helped me. I remember, like, I used to get harassed a lot. I got a ticket for jaywalking once, which is some bullshit. I've gotten tickets for trespassing. Like, I've gotten tickets for all sorts of bullshit that people around me didn't get. So I'm not really about that police life. I think that, it's an important job, but I think we need some reformation. I think we need to look at some other options about what we can do to sort of teach them how to be better or do what we think they're supposed to do. So yeah, and then that last line, keep it dragging with me, you can call me Khaleesi. It's actually not the last line, but I'm not going to tell you guys the real last line. But with that, I think there's like a double play there. Like, obviously there's the keep it dragging with me if I'm talking about a dragon being a gun. You can call me Khaleesi, of course, because she's the mother of dragons. And then of course in anime there are tons and tons and tons of dragon references. And so I like to write in a way that allows me to play on both sides, where I'm saying something and it's anime related, but it also can work within the regular conventions of rap. So that's my approach to writing a lot of stuff. I have a song called 10s, 50s, 100s, which sounds like it might be about money, but it's actually about damage counters from Pokemon. And if you ever played the Pokemon card game, you would put damage counters on your cards as they took damage to know how much health they had. And that's how you knew when your Pokemon was defeated or not. And so I sort of actually make the whole song about playing a game of Yu-Gi-Oh! And then the hook is 10s, 50s, 100s, which is, a reference to money, but also a reference to damage counters. So, yeah, that's the song. Thank you for checking me out here. Thank you for your support. Go ahead and cop the NFTs. I don't know when this song's going to hit regular streaming services. I like to let songs sit on the blockchain for a while before I actually release them to the public. So you can check it out. Hopefully I'll drop a link somewhere. Maybe, I don't know how links work yet. I haven't done videos like this. So hopefully I'll do more. If you like this, let me know. If you didn't like it, let me know. How can I be better, etc., etc. So you guys take it easy. Thank you for your support. Black Dave out.
Got a big blade and I'm looking like Ichigo. Got a bad thing and she looking like Fujiko. Looking like Michiko. Run the streets with Hachi. See him try to bite the black comment like some hockey. Niggas gotta keep a stick on them like some hockey. This a lifestyle, motherfucker, not a hobby. Black Dave steady spitting facts but never copy. Hopping in the Gundam on attack, it's never sloppy. King of the hill, but it's never damn it Bobby.